Did you ever have that moment where you launch Star Citizen and it's running smoother than a brand new AAA shooter? Yeah, that was my oh no with Borderlands 4. At that point I realized the only thing truly optimized here were my expectations. Straight into the ground. So, is Borderlands 4 a decent game? Sure, if you've got a $5,000 PC that also doubles as a nuclear reactor. Personally, I'm so exhausted from saying this game has potential if devs do this and that. If they fix this and that. If they patch this. If they implement that. It's so annoying and tiresome. I can't do it anymore, bro. So if you relate to that, you are in the right place. And because Randy's been out here acting like this is the second coming of gaming and it's got that lovely AAA sticker, I'm going to be more critical than usual. So be prepared for that. Stick around because I'm breaking down gameplay, world design, graphics, sound, and oh yes, the performance circus. If you haven't bought the game yet, this is everything you need to know before you potentially join the regret club. And hey, bookmark to the channel for more honest takes. Wink wink. Now, gameplay. The guns in this game absolutely slap. They're diverse, fun, and the gunplay is as satisfying as ever. The random weapons generator, still the king of what the hell did I just pick up and why does it shoot out jellyfishes? The new ordnance slot is a blast. Literally, it lets you spam grenades and heavy weaponry on cooldown. Makes every firefight feel like your own personal fireworks show. For the gear you get the classics plus a new enhancement system, think artifacts but with a gym membership. Did I wrote that joke? They add bonuses to weapons with specific manufacturer parts, so there's more tinkering for all you min-maxers. And there are the rep kits that handle healing, of course. Enemies, they have cool design, but Gearbox went full Skynet. There's so many robots in this game, man. I get it, less facial animation, more pew pew, but sometimes you just want to shoot a bad guy who isn't 90% bolts and yeah. Bosses. They are very cool and I want more of them. I also have some guides on some of these. I hear they want to bring some raids into the game. Sign me up. I can't wait for that. The skill trees are pretty cool if you love build crafting especially. You'll be lost in these menus for hours figuring out synergies. There's so many options, or so I feel. You'll forget what your original plan was, you know. It happened to me. The movement is pretty cool. Sprint, dodge, slide, double jump, point grapple. If you ever wanted to cosplay as a caffeinated ninja with a shotgun, here's your chance. Chaining these together feels great, like you're in a John Wick montage minus the dog. Not as great as it feels in Warframe, for example, but it's still good. As for the world design, Borderlands 4 finally goes open world, with mostly seamless travel between zones, but those campaign loading screens before boss fights, it's like the game saying, you wanted to farm? Not today, buddy. Vehicles look and sound awesome, but driving them is like wrestling a drunk rhino. The inertia system is so exaggerated, you can't hit top speed without getting stuck on every pebble, fence or suspiciously placed shrub. The jump feature is supposed to help, but watching these vehicles hope is like watching a fridge attempt parkour, you know, funny but also tragic. Honestly, I've had more fun driving in indie games like Scum and I expect more out of a AAA title. Scum is a great game, by the way. Now, the world feels alive at points of interest. Everywhere else is mostly empty wasteland. But past level 30, why bother fighting random mobs if a contract gives you 18,000 XP and a random vile monster gives you less than 1000? You do the math. I'm just speedrunning to my next objective, thank you. Kairos is gorgeous though, different biomes, solid verticality and plenty to discover. I probably only did half the scythe content though, mainly because invisible enemies glitched under the ground and broke my missions. After 2 failures I opted out of side quests completely and I just did the main story.
Decreasing combat distance. Vault hunters must be eradicated.
So fix your spawn points, gearbox, and don't get me started on the convoluted map design. 10 minutes of running because a bridge is out? Hello? Level designers, I promise frustration is not the same as fun. Now, yellow paint is back, but I'm not gonna say that. I'll just skip the roast. I'm not here to start a paint war, you know. Let's talk about missions. The structure is classic Borderlands. Go here, shoot that, come back, profit. But there's the kicker. Every mission is like a turn-based RPG. If an NPC starts talking, you're not moving, you know. You're not progressing. You're just standing there waiting for them to finish their TED talk. How special is that? I'm trying not to swear, by the way, in this entire review. I'm trying so hard. So Randy, if you want me to stand still for a dialogue, make a cinematic please. Otherwise let me move and show me the next waypoint while the chatter happens. You know, gamers can't walk and chew gum at the same time. I promise. Mission flow feels straight out of 2004 World of Warcraft. Run 1 kilometer, do the thing, run back, get sent out again. It's like the game's testing how much cardio you can handle before uninstalling. And that bot companion with the world's longest cooldown, by the time you need it again, it's already filled for retirement. And yeah, I'm talking about that freaking Z key you need to press in order to see the guide on the ground. That has a very long cooldown for no reason, guys. Now the difficulty. The difficulty is scalable per player in co-op, so finally casual and hardcore friends can team up without dragging each other down. But late game, say hello to vampiric regenerating monsters and campaign missions replaced with all the dialogue and running around. Enemy modifiers sound cool until you're dodging black holes every 5 seconds, you know. And the loot explosions. Bro, it looks like I'm having problems with every little system in this game. Yeah, let's talk about loot explosions for a bit. They are wild when you spend more time picking up loot than killing the actual boss. You know something's off. Please give me a loot vacuum or something. Just give me a bit of magnetism. At least an impulse. Give all the loot an impulse towards me and then let them fall. But for the love of God, don't let them spread like, I'm not gonna say it, don't let them spread all over the arena. Because my knees can't take all this squatting, you know. I forgot to mention a couple of things and I want to write that wrong right now because... wait. I got a legendary, I don't have this one. Insufficient space. Yeah, this is another issue. The space, bro, is... The space, the inventory space is an issue in this game. For some reason, I would add at least 10 slots at every level. Because I forgot to record this for the review somehow. I don't know, sometimes it happens. I forgot to talk about the UX and the UI portion of this game. Both are terrible. UX comes from user experience and yeah, the UI is all the icons and everything. The user experience is terrible. The UI is mostly fine, but not quite. For example, on missions, you have all these fam tabs. It's annoying. I would at least get rid of this one. I would put contracts with missions and separate them in here because it's annoying. But now to exemplify what I'm talking about when I say this game has very bad UI, let's accept the contract, right? Then we're going back to the missions and we're going to the contracts. See, it's this thing, you can abandon it, you have it tracked on the map. Hello? It should be tracked. It hurts my brain, this game. I swear to God. Why is not tracked? Okay, it says it's currently tracked, but I can't see it. Whatever. This is another thing, by the way. I didn't even think of this, but yeah. What I wanted to see is there is this button here that says abandon contract. And you can press it. And you can abandon it. Right? Now I go back to the missions. I want to do the same thing with this. This is a side mission, by the way. I should be able to abandon it. I can't. This mission that is not tracked right now for some reason. Oh my god, this is so bad. Anyway, this mission, I got it at level 6 or 7. I don't know, I was low level in the starting area. And I couldn't do it, I couldn't finish it because of the bug. And that was the mission I gave up on side missions in this game. So I didn't try any other side mission besides this, after this. But I was stuck with this here for the entire playthrough. And each time I'm finishing a contract or something, it automatically tracks this one and sends me back here and reminds me of this shortcoming of the game, buggy side missions. It's so annoying, it's so annoying. Why can't I just abandon it? Bro, it's a side mission. I should be able to abandon it, right? Yeah, the entire game is filled with this kind of things. I mean, I even dislike this kind of, you know, sometimes it's weird if you want to select something, but yeah, I don't know. And that was only looking at the map and stuff. When you play the game, you'll find a lot of things like this. A lot. There's all these inconsistencies, and not only in the UI, but the entire user experience of the game. It's inconsistent all over the place. So yeah, this is what I forgot to talk about, and I wanted to fix it. Talking about the map, let's try to get here. Wait. I know why it doesn't track anything, bro. It's because there's no path. It's because I'm in some interior or something. Now it should work. Look. So now look. Now it's tracked. Every time it's tracked. And it's annoying. What I was talking about, the map layout. Look, to get here, you need to come all the way here, go below the broken bridge or whatever is that, go all the way around just to jump over this. Man, you could have just put their grappling point and fixed all my issues with all this. And again, this is not an isolated situation. It happens in multiple locations. It's annoying to navigate. It looks cool, but it's not fun. And combine this with what I'll say about vehicles, it makes for a very poor user experience. And by the way, again, I forgot about it. I'll shortly mention it here. The customizations of everything in this game is pretty nice. There's a lot of collectibles you can get. You can customize vehicles, you have a lot of skins, colors, and different animations and sounds for every vehicle, and they look gorgeous. The weapons, the same thing, you can apply all kinds of skins. It's pretty nice. I mean, and it's a nice change to see these things in a game with no microtransactions, with no bundles, with no BS passes and all that stuff, or God forbid shaders. You know, you don't buy shaders, just apply them, and it's nice. Everything is nice. So these things, A+ from me. Everything. You can even customize this little guy here, you know. Nice. So all these things add to the value, to be honest. And I forgot to talk about the specializations. Of course, yeah, they are nice. Nothing special really, but they offer you even more flexibility when you build your character. As I said, yeah, I didn't farm this at all, but the backpack slots are lacking severely. I would, as I said, add at least 10 slots on each of these levels, because yeah, it's not enough, and it's annoying. It's just annoying, and you don't want to annoy people for no reason, you know. The entire itemization is pretty well thought out. It's nice. I like it. And yeah, you can find all kinds of recordings and stuff in the world. You can replay them, stuff like that. The difficulty of the game. Oh yes, I forgot about something. Obviously, one last thing. If you go to missions, challenges, ultimate Vault Hunter, to get to the ultimate Vault Hunter 5 mode, you need to complete these challenges from the bottom. Start with this, and I believe the second one is this. Then you go to this, onto this, and this, and this, and this, all the way up. That's the way you should progress. And of course, you can do all these. They are pretty cool. They offer you a lot of cosmetics, which is a good thing, and XP and money and whatever. They are pretty cool. And remember, that's the only thing you have to do in the game. I mean, as you can see, when you complete something, it turns green. I haven't completed a lot of them. I mean, a lot of them. I only did a few to see what's going on, and then I just did story missions. But there's a lot to collect and do, you know, into the game. And don't rush it. If you play, don't rush it, because you'll reach end game and get bored, because there's nothing there. End game is boring. It's very boring and tedious. I don't like it. And you have these the wildcard missions. One story mission you already completed, and you can just replay it. Ooh. With all the boring parts, you know. And the first one you do, it's a very boring one. At least the beginning, you do all the tedious stuff, and then you actually start fighting mobs, and you'll notice all the modifiers, and they are so boring and annoying. You know, the black market is cool, and you have a weekly boss. This is the end game, by the way, and farming bosses. But there's nothing else at the moment. So yeah, enjoy it while it lasts. Explore everything, every undiscovered location. And from what I hear, the side missions are pretty fun as usual. They are more interesting sometimes than main missions. Do them, don't rush the campaign, because I'm bored. I'm already bored, and I just hit level 50, so I don't even have proper gear for my build, you know. Now, graphics and sound. Visuals are what you'd expect in Borderlands. It has Borderlands style, but shinier, in my opinion. Sound design is top-notch, with great voice acting and environmental effects. No complaints here. Now the performance. If you want the full rant, check out my recent performance video, but the TLDR of that is loading times are way too long, even just booting from Steam. And if you need frame generation on a 4090 or a 5090, I want to send you my condolences. These features are supposed to help mid-range rigs, guys, not the kind of hardware that could power a small country. Crashes, I had plenty. I had so many crashes that I rage quit twice in 1 week. Twice. So if you're on a minimum specs, honestly, thoughts and prayers, and God be with you. Now the conclusion. I'll be real here. Ever since Baldur's Gate 3 broke my brain and my standards, of course, I expect big things from AAA studios. From indies though, they get a free pass because they're out there working miracles with a shoestring and a prayer. But when it comes to the heavy hitters, I want polish, innovation, and a game that doesn't feel like it's held together with duct tape and hopes. Borderlands 4 nails the campaign, has a good story actually for a Borderlands game. It's not as funny as the Borderlands 2 story, and it's not as cringe as the 3. Do with that info what you want. Throw in some epic boss fights, and the gunplay is so good you might forget your real life responsibilities for a hot minute. Build diversity and customization, absolutely on point. Chef's kiss to everyone involved. But then there's this never-ending parade of little annoyances, you know. It's like that one stubborn stain on your toilet. You keep aiming, you keep trying to take it off, you know, but it just laughs at your efforts and refuses to budge. No matter how much fun you're having, those tiny frustrations keep popping up, slowly gnawing away at your patience. This is what happened to me. Now, bottom line, if you're playing on a potato, this is a solid 5 out of 10. Stay away. You're better off, listen, you're better off playing Once Human. That game, I believe it's free. I'm not sure anymore, but I think it's free. It has a very, very similar open world structure, and it only has some very tame survival mechanics on top of what Borderlands has. So, and of course, different itemization, but it's still a looter shooter and it's fun. It's better than this, in my opinion. So, if you're on a potato, 5 out of 10. If you're IGN, it's a 10 out of 10, of course, or an 8 out of 10. And for me, it sits at a solid 6.5 out of 10. So yeah, I can't recommend it, not even to the guys with a good PC, because yeah, it has all those issues. And to the devs at Gearbox who actually busted their butts, you did good work and you deserve a lot better. Maybe next time let's keep Randy's Twitter privileges on ice until after lunch. And trust me, muting the CEO is the real performance boost. If you're tired of reviewers sugarcoating broken launches, you found your guy. Hit subscribe for reviews that actually tell you if a game is worth your time and money. No corporate bullshit, just real talk from someone who's been gaming longer than some of these devs have been alive. Ring that notification bell because the next AAA disaster is probably in the development.